It's the Coach's Corner Show, a production of WJER and Big Z Sports, in partnership with Williams Floorcovering, Sugar Valley Meats, Wood Electric, and Smartway Communications. And now, here is your host, Denny Trimmer, with Coach Mike Johnson.
Hi, everybody. I'm WJER's Denny Trimmer. He is New Philadelphia fourth-year head coach Mike Johnson, and this is WJER's Coach's Corner, a production of Big Z Sports. Our Bill Morgan's the on-site producer today. Glad to have him with us. Coach, we're entering the midway point of this season already. 2-2. I know that the ledger's not where you want it to be, but certainly your team has played well enough to be 4-0 on this season.
Yeah, I mean, we've played pretty well at some points. We've played not as well at other stretches, and that consistency is what you're always working for. So when you look at it, you know, we're happy with some of our, like some things in the past game looked good last week. Some things in the run game didn't look so good. You go back a week before, hey, we ran the ball pretty well. So it's trying to iron out that consistency and get better and move forward. And that's it's hard to believe, like you said, week 5. Wow,
Coach, it was kind of cited by many as an OCC showdown between two of probably the best teams in the conference. Your team comes up just short, 17-14 up at Ashland, a tough environment to play in. Again, for the 4th straight week, your defense was outstanding, eliminating a team that averaged 43 points coming in to just 17. You had your team in position to win.
Well, the defense definitely gave us chances, without a doubt. They played great, forced a couple of turnovers. The two key ones in the second half. We got an interception that helped give us a chance. And then right near the end of the 4th quarter, Carson Long comes up, has a great tackle. His shoulder pad knocks the ball out of the kid's hand, and we recover it and have a chance to one last chance, which is, you know, that's all we really want, is to have that chance.
Mike, injuries are a part of the game. We loved seeing Miles Tyson get back involved. Mm-hmm. We hated seeing Miles Tyson limp off the field. How's he doing?
He's doing all right. He's not going to be available for us, unfortunately. But it just breaks your heart when you watch somebody put as much time, effort, and energy in as Miles, or I mean, like these kids, they work so hard to have them go out. And you know, he saw a cut, he was making that cut, and the turf kind of got him and twisted him up a little bit. So we're hopeful that Miles is going to recover and come back for us. It's not going to happen this week. So we're going to keep wishing him a speedy recovery and rooting for him.
Back at home this week, Mansfield, the TY Tigers come in Woody Hayes Quakers Stadium, and they've got loads of talent on both sides of the ball. They just haven't been able to put things together to get them in the winning ways. What types of things do they present that you're going to be looking for?
I mean, speed is a big one. When we look at special teams, we've seen them return a couple of kickoff returns for touchdowns. They fly to the ball. They have, it's always excellent speed, but they're just kind of, you've seen a couple different kids play quarterbacks. It seems like there's been some injuries, so we'll see where they're at with it as well, because some of their best players we haven't seen much film on just because they haven't been in for a couple of weeks. So, as those guys come back, I'm sure they're going to get that level of continuity that they want. So it's our goal to try to limit them and keep them from doing that.
We'll get into some of your keys here in just a moment, but it goes without saying, when a player makes an impact, you kind of look at that guy and go, I think he can do that again next week.
Yeah.
And what we saw last week at Ashland maybe was the coming out party for CJ Carlisle.
I mean, he's been on 2 weeks of it, which has been phenomenal. We saw it Worcester with the kickoff return to get things started, and then a 4th down going up in between defenders to make a catch, and then we just threw a little swing pass to him. He took it almost 80 yards for a touchdown. He caught a routine ball across the field, took an angle, and at first you're like, ooh, where's he going? But he's going to the end zone. That's where he's going, because he's got that speed to outrun people, and it's been really nice. We talk about kids working. Like CJ had a great off season, and then kind of blew up on the track scene, which is really fun to see these kids come out and compete in other sports. And the fact that he was able to come out and run the way that he did, and then translate it over, that's kind of what you always hope. You hope, like, as your kids, as our guys get some experience, as some of the younger guys especially get experience in football, you hope that translates to basketball, to baseball, to track, and it works the other way as well. So when we get these guys who have been excellent at their sport in the spring, coming up and continuing to ride high. We're so excited about CJ for that reason.
I thought CJ's explosive plays opened things up in the second half for Carson Long as well.
Without a doubt. And Carson is, when we look back at last year, our leading returning receiver. And this year it's been Pete, it's been CJ, and then it opens things up. And when they're all three playing and all three playing well, it's hard to cover all three of them.
Okay, time to circle the wagons. Let's look back at this Friday again. It starts with line play, he always says.
Yeah.
What else are you going to have to do great on Friday night to get above 500? Go to 3.
I mean, it's our defense continuing to get better, continuing to contain special teams. We got to win special teams. Like I said, these guys have returned a couple of kickoffs for touchdowns, so we gotta keep them wrangled in, keep them bottled in, which we worked on a little bit yesterday already. So those things, and then offensively, we got to be a little bit more dynamic. We've had more explosive plays in the last couple of weeks, but we haven't necessarily finished drives the way we want to finish drives, with a kick and then in the end zone. So we got to finish those drives in this red end zone.
Coach, we wish you the best of luck on Friday.
Thanks, Denny.
That was Mike Johnson, fourth-year head coach at New Philadelphia. I'm Denny Trimmer. This has been WJER's Coach's Corner, a service of Big Z Sports.
This has been the Coach's Corner Show, a production of WJER and Big Z Sports, in partnership with Williams Floorcovering, Sugar Valley Meats, Wood Electric, and Smartway Communications. Big Z Sports and WJER, the combined sports voices of the Valley.